So it's been a little over a week since the launch of Terraria 1.4.3, and I think we can all say collectively, banger update. Truly a banger of an update. Well, since the launch of that update, the texture pack community have genuinely been on top form, working on some really good enhancements to really get the most out of this update. Now, I don't usually start videos at the night time. It's a little bit different for me. But you're about to see why, and that's because the first thing we want to take a look at today is a texture pack that actually changes up the Eye of Cthulhu. Now, I'm about to explain the process of how this texture pack came to be, and I just love the story. So let's spawn it in and take a little look. So, what we're about to see, here it is the Eye of Cthulhu in Terraria. So what's happened here is the Don't Starve team took the Eye of Cthulhu and brought it to Don't Starve. Then somebody went, you know what? I really like the look of the Eye of Cthulhu in Don't Starve. You know what I'll do? I'll bring it back to Terraria. So that's what we've got here. We have a new look for the Eye of Cthulhu that legitimately does look like a pixelated version of the Don't Starve one, which is incredible. I really genuinely love what they've done here. If you haven't already seen what it looks like in Don't Starve, I've already put out some videos on that. But there you go. Cool, right? What a wicked sprite. So this is great if you really want the true Don't Starve 1.4.3 experience. So this next one is a little bit smaller, and we've covered it on the channel before, but I legitimately love the look of it. It's simply called Colored Boss Relics, and it adds a little bit of color to the boss relics. So if you're like me and you only play in master mode and you have a million of these golden relics lying around, if you want to make them look a little bit fancier, get this texture pack. And the reason I bring this up is because Deerclops has been added to the roster, and I really love the look of it. So the next thing I want to show you is something that I think Don't Starve Together fans are going to really like. So one thing I've learned from playing the game is that you can actually skin a lot of items. So somebody actually worked on a pack that allows you to skin Chester to look like the snowy variant that you can get in Don't Starve. And there's also like a nighttime dark version. I'll leave them both linked down below. But how cool is that? Just makes it a little bit more personal to what you're into. I actually prefer the look of the snowy version. I think it looks great. But this next one's amazing. All right, get ready for this. So as we head to show off the next pack, a little bit of context is actually needed. So for those that don't know, in Don't Starve, they have something called the Winter's Feast, which is kind of like our version of Christmas in Terraria. So you know when you play during December and like little heart pickups turn to candy canes and enemies drop presents? Something similar happens in Don't Starve. But when you fight Deerclops in Don't Starve during Winter's Feast, Deerclops actually has a completely different sprite. So what somebody's done is they have brought that sprite to Terraria, which I think is very cool. So let's check it out. Now, there's a cool little thing about this. So you can see how this is the sprite, right? So in a regular Deerclops fight, when you move too far away, this is how Deerclops actually look. So it looks like this. So what somebody's done is they've taken that aspect and made a full Winter's Feast sprite out of it, which I think is very cool. Like, look at that. It looks great, right? So instead of a big eyeball, it actually has a big Rudolph red nose for an eye. I don't know how it still sees. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's why it feels more aggressive. But what I like is they've actually gone the whole distance with this. And they've even created a little pet to go along with it. So there is a regular Deerclops pet, but with this pack, bam. Look at that. How cool is that? Come on now. Honestly, Steam Workshop, it's been a good week. It's been a very good week. I love this. I just think it looks so good. Right, so that wraps up today's video. Only a quick one. Please, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big fat thumbs up. And if you really loved it and you want to help the channel hit 1 million subscribers, click subscribe. It's completely free. You can change your mind later, and it supports the channel. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.